What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video I will be talking about the Berkley Powerbait Nessie. This was the 2023 ICAST Bait of the Year. Mike Iaconelli worked with Berkley to design this bait. It is a soft plastic glide bait, which is very unique. There's only a few other soft glides on the market. So this already has a major advantage over most other glide baits, just simply because the fish haven't seen anything like it. But these soft plastic glide baits have a much more realistic look in the water than the hard glide baits that are made out of hard plastic or the resin ones. They also don't have that noise that comes associated with the joints with the hard glide baits. Bass are also going to have a lot easier time getting this whole bait in their mouth, just because if they come up and eat one of those hard glides, that joint's going to bend to as much as it can, and if you get lucky and that fish gets that hook, then you're all set. Otherwise, you miss that fish if he doesn't get the hook. But for these soft plastic glide baits, that fish will come up behind it, and the bait will fold in on itself like this. That fish will always get that hook if they're getting the whole bait. So your hookup ratio is going to go up a lot with these soft plastic glide baits. This is also a power bait, so it's got that smell and that taste to it. So if they do bite onto this thing, they are much more willing to hold on to it than you are with your hard glide baits. Also with the hard glide baits, once they get that in their mouth and they feel that it's a hard bait, it doesn't really feel real. So they are much more willing to just try to spit it out. But compared to this one, it's a nice soft bait that feels much more realistic. It's got that brush tail. They're a lot more willing to hold on to this bait. So again, your hookup ratio is going to go up a lot. These baits are also a lot easier to skip compared to your hard glide baits, not only because they're a lot lighter than your hard glide baits. Like your hard glide baits will go up to several ounces, so you need some special gear for that. Even the biggest version is only 2 ounces. The 7-inch version is only 1 ounce. And I think the 5-inch is 2/5 ounce, so really small. So you don't need any special gear for that. Just your typical bigger, medium heavy rod or small heavy rod. But nothing too crazy for that. And the fact that it's just a soft plastic, they typically skip a little bit better. Some of the unique features of this bait that Mike Iaconelli made sure to include on this with Berkley is the hard plastic stabilizing fins. So they got some up front here, some on the bottom. Obviously, that's just going to help this bait stay level in the water column, no matter what speed you fish this thing at. This looks great fishing at a bunch of different speeds. And then it's obviously got this brush tail, and then the joint is a mesh joint in there, which is really strong. Also doesn't have any of that noise associated with it that you get with the hard glide baits. Also, I want you guys to take a look at this. How much movement you have in that joint. It's almost a 90-degree angle at that joint. So you can already tell that when you're doing this slow chopping for that S motion, this tail is going to have a big kick. It's going to have that big, wide S motion, which is great, especially for those bigger glide baits. It's got these big, over-exaggerated eyes on the front up here. That's going to help get you some more bites, just so when you have a follower, you do that twitch, and this thing does its 180, and then they look at each other. Those big eyes are going to be staring at that other bass, and they're going to be more willing to bite this thing. Moving away from the joint and all that and the eyes, let's move over to the hook. So this comes with 2 split rings, and in the middle is a barrel swivel. So once that fish grabs onto that bait, takes that hook off the bait, this is going to just be free spinning on there, so you don't have to worry about that fish using all the weight from this bait to send it out flying. So your hookup ratio from that alone is also going to go up. And then you got this U-clip on the bottom for your hook, and right beneath that you got the little slit in the belly. So the hook goes in there. You hear it click in, just like that. So that's going to keep that hook up tight against the belly there the entire time you're fishing it. And obviously when that fish bites it, it'll just come out the belly, come off the hook, and you're all set. You don't have to worry about that. And then the last feature on this bait is you got 2 spots you can add nail weights. One up in the head over here, and another one down the tail. So you can add or remove whatever size bullet weights, nail weights, sorry, to this bait that you want to get it to sink at whatever desired speed you want it to sink at. So definitely a lot easier than trying to change up the speeds of your sink rates for your big hard glide baits, where you have to add the wire or whatever you guys want to do for that. Definitely a lot easier just adding the nail weights to it. So overall, if you guys have tried this bait out, please let me know in the comments below what you think of it. I haven't been able to try it out yet. Still waiting for all that ice over here to melt before I can get out in the water to test it out. But yeah, if you guys have tried it, please let me know what you think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.